Today we saw that Paper Bag Boy interviewed Christina Butger, and it really looked like he lured her into getting her into a hard-hitting question after a 20-minute fluff piece, which I thought was quite smart and got her to say a lot of things she probably shouldn't have said. I thought it was a great interview, but apparently they're coming after him now after what he did, which I think is hilarious, but it's the least I can do to at least hear his side, see what he's going through, and maybe offer some support here.
It appears that I am now being canceled by the VAs over at SAG-AFTRA for my interview with Karina Betker, where I literally gave her the chance to speak openly her side to my audience, her #1 haters audience. But
to be fair, he was being so fair, it was almost to a fault. I'm not gonna lie. Like, bro was being so cordial, bro was being so nice, bro was throwing so many softball questions and only gave her one hardball question, which, I'll be real, as far as I'm concerned, people usually don't consent to an interview until they know what they're going to be interviewed on, and she looked happy to oblige.
evidently, people think that I baited her into the interview. I baited her into the questions. Well, when she said that YouTubers were all liars, I guess she was right. I guess she was fucking right. Because holy cow, maybe I pretended to be a little too nice so that she would get into the interview with me, but I held up my end of the deal, did the interview exactly how she wanted, and then also let her approve it before it even uploaded.
So she's lying again. Oh man, imagine that. She didn't get the reception she wanted, so now she's a victim. Ooh, man, oh man, classic Genshin Impact VA. If I've seen this once, I've seen this a million fucking times. Holy shit, this one's pathetic.
But now, because old Paper Bag Boy won't switch sides and give in to the SAG-AFTRA mafia, baby, all because old Paper Bag Boy ain't letting them get to his fucking kneecaps, they're coming at me with the whole entire cancel campaign. That's right, boys. Your boy has finally made it with the cancel campaign against him. Old Paper Bag Boy is literally here just living the dream. Oh my goodness. So what exactly happened? Well, I went into this interview with the mindset that I was dealing with a snake, because she is in all
Oh, he knew what he was going to do. He was here to catch a rat, boys. He was here to catch a rat. And a rat was fucking caught.
reality, Karina
That interview made her look psychotic.
got something out of this interview that she wanted. She wanted to do this interview. She got what she wanted out of it. And in reality, the fact of the matter is it should end there. But they all wanted me to switch up instantaneously, wanted me to switch from going after voice actors and going after SAG-AFTRA. Well, old Paper Bag Boy's not going to do that. I can promise you that. But when you're dealing with the snake, boys, when you're dealing with the snake, down here in the South, there's an old saying, when you're dealing with the snake, you can't come in as a mouse. You have to come in as you can't come in as a mouse, boys. If you come in as a mouse, they will literally eat you alive. So I feel like I did a very good job, at least of being cordial, respectful, and saying what I needed to say to get her into the interview, just for her to be able to share her side openly. And I let her do it without any backlash, without saying anything, without refuting any of her points. I feel like I definitely upheld my end of the bargain. But according to the freaking SAG-AFTRA mafia, old Paper Bag Boy should have switched up in an instant and literally got down and kissed their feet. Listen to this. The interviewer who spoke to Paimon's VA admits to baiting Karina into it.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. It really is a clown fiesta on Reddit in 2025. You can legit just lie, and as long as the paragraph is long enough to where they won't fact check it, they'll just believe any type of baseless propaganda that fits their narrative. It is truly a pathetic place on the internet in 2025, ladies and gentlemen. Truly is. Yeah, imagine, by the way, saying ladies and gentlemen in 2025 can get you called transphobe, by the way. Yeah, sorry. Z-Zem, Zip-Zop. Sorry about all that shit, guys.
What they're referring to was in the video. I said I started with softball questions so that I could literally get to the harder hitting ones without causing too much discourse. Also, obviously, if I had started with hardball questions and hardballed her, there would be no interview at all, and nobody would have any new information regarding the strike, regarding whether Karina was coming back to Genshin Impact. And old Paper Bag Boy literally sat down for 30 minutes with one of the most insufferable people on the freaking planet of the earth to deliver y'all that information. It says, I am going going to intentionally avoid linking this follow-up video here. You know why they're not? Do you know why they're not? Because what they're saying is a fucking lie. Because I don't think pointing people towards it is a good idea. Yeah, because it would refute all your freaking points if they just watched it. Whether you like Karina or not, it would be better for every side involved if this video had never been posted. Excuse me, but I think that the video actually humanized her. It definitely got what she...
Oh yeah, it definitely humanized her, but the problem is everybody hates this bitch so much that whenever she talked and attempted to be likable, people were just like, yo, Techie, can we skip this part? Yo, KMS, KMS, KMS. Can I fucking skip this? How do I mute? Where's the skip button?
She wanted out of it, which was to share her side, and I can tell you by the comments, at least probably like a literal good handful of people started to view Karina as more of a human, which is exactly what she wanted, and that's what she got. An old paper.
I really want you to do an interview that makes me look human. Jesus Christ, if that ain't the most glorp shit I've ever heard in my entire life. Karina Boatger is definitely not beating the fucking lizard skin allegations. Fucking killed somebody. Threw their body in a river, took off their skin, put it over their face. Have you seen, yo, editor, put in an image of Karina before and after SAG-AFTRA. The Karina Boatger from 5 years ago was a real human. The one we have today is a lizard person from Mars who killed the old Butger and put the skin on her face. And that's why she became full-blown retard. And the skin is rejecting her. That's why she's always puking on the toilet.
Bag Boy got the interview of a lifetime and released some information that nobody else had, which is that Karina is not coming back. But so for them to absolutely say this is incredibly disingenuous. I would not be surprised if this was someone on the side of the VAs and then posted this. That video is a waste of time anyway. It contains no new information and just involves reading the Reddit post currently on the front page here. So literally the interview or the video, because the video does not at all. If you listen to the video, I am literally telling you, I'm literally refuting Karina's point from the interview because she decided to use my interview as a way to spew lies that were not true. She was not being paid by Hoyo. Hoyo paid the studio that is run by her best friend over at Side, and they are not paying her on time. And Karina believes that if the union takes over Hoyoverse, that they will force Hoyoverse to get the studio to pay them to some...
Guys, Hoyoverse is never going union. So say goodbye to Butger. She will be a memory of the past.
Summarize a YouTube,
or more like a delusion of the past.
We're pretending to be on Karina's side to get them into an interview. Am I supposed to get on there and be one of the most disrespectful people ever to her?
No, of course not.
She knew going into it what my channel was about, who I was about. Absolutely insane. For them to actually say this, get Karina on the side.
I like how Paper Bag Boy sounds like he's really excited while he's playing Fortnite with his friends, but his parents are in the other room and he's up past his bedtime, so he has to keep his voice down, but he just got a victory royale and now he's really excited about it.
Am I supposed to not be cordial and respectful? I gave her the opportunity to share everything that she wanted to share, hoping that Karina voluntarily spills some drama. Yes, absolutely, but Karina was getting something out of it as well. Karina being Karina does exactly that and more, not indirectly revealing their recast, but also dropping some severe allegations about not getting paid that will almost certainly come out as verifiable lies that will land them in trouble in the near future. And that is my fault. It's my fault that I wanted to address the fact that she definitely freaking lied on my channel. That she lied on my channel, and I was under an agreement that I would not refute anything that she said, that I would not debate it, that it would just be an interview. Absolutely insane. I am allowed my follow-up interview, and for these SAG-AFTRA mafia folks to literally act like they can break my freaking kneecaps and get me not to post one will make me post one harder. I absolutely dare them. I am being nice right now. You don't want to see me when I'm fucking mean. Less than one day later, the YouTuber makes a follow-up revealing his true intentions, and all the gloating about baiting Karina. I'm gloating about getting the interview, you absolute sack of, sorry piece of potatoes. Now, I don't like Karina, and I personally think a lot of the hate they are getting is completely justified, but this trick was a bad move, and I absolutely did not...
Bro, she consented to the interview. She asked to be humanized. What are we on about here, bro? Yeah, but now it made her look bad, so now she doesn't like it. It's like these people who think that like, well, I regret it 6 years later, so actually I didn't consent. That's legit not how that works. Well, actually 9 years later, I regret doing that, so you know what? Yeah, no, I didn't consent. It's like, what are we doing here? This shit is so fucking stupid, bro. This is the most 2025 shit I've ever heard in my entire life.
Condone it. How is it a trick? She got what she wanted out of it, which was the interview. She is not doing anything that she did not want to do. She had literally gone to my videos before, seen them, and still went into it with an open mind, which I absolutely respect, and I upheld my end of the deal. I did it exactly how I said I was going to do it, so for this to even be said is ridiculous. He lured and openly betrayed Karina. So evidently I betrayed Karina.
You can't betray somebody that you don't fucking like. It's really that simple.
By literally doing a follow-up interview because I'm supposed to just let her lie, just let her say what she wants. I'm not supposed to protect, I'm not supposed to protect myself. I'm allowed to do the follow-up interview.
If you do an interview, you let the guest talk. Afterwards, you are more than welcome in your right to correct any misinformation that happened from that interview. 100%.
Enforcing Karina's prejudice against the player base. No, buddy. No. She had a...
Yeah, I can't wait to hear how, Paper Bag Boy actually groomed Corinna Boatger. Yeah, Paper Bag Boy groomed this 35-year-old woman live on stream. I saw it all, guys. It was insane.
Prejudice anyways, and that thing is not going away. Probably only causing them to double down on their beliefs as in a I was right manner. There is no way you are ever going to change Karina's literal freaking beliefs whenever it comes to the player base and the Genshin fandom. That is not happening. She also feels no remorse for what happened to Jacob Takanashi, and as a matter of fact, if people keep coming after me, it's just going to get worse. Coming down to their beliefs as I see it, this will guarantee that no other VA will be willing to agree to share more information with the community in a similar manner, even if the next guy truly has good intentions, looking for information, not drama. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? There was 2 drama questions in the interview on a drama channel. Am I not supposed to cover drama after the freaking interview? These people are so insufferable. They think that they can tell you what you can and cannot post on your freaking channel, which is by far a fucking tab.
Yeah, well, I don't like it, which means you're not allowed to post it. Yep. It's like all these people who complain, oh, dude, Tectone's not even a real gamer. Like, bro doesn't play gacha games enough to talk about gacha games anymore. It's like, brother, what the fuck are we talking about? Yeah, you're going to go to a war vet and say, well, you're not active anymore, so you're not allowed to talk about your experiences. These people don't understand in the fucking 10 years that I played gacha games every fucking day, I've played more than people will in their entire fucking lifetime. Trust me. To quote a great man, as the god of gacha games, playing over 31 gacha games in my lifetime, I think I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Taboo. This really did not end up revealing any useful information. So was I after information or drama, asshole? If Paimon was recast, we would have found out in 2 to 3 weeks regardless, and won't bring the ongoing Wildcat strike any closer to a resolution. It's not ending. It is not ending. Hoyo is not going to sign the agreement. It's just flat out not. So anybody stating that they are not coming back until they do is basically guaranteeing their own recast. Even from the perspective of the YouTuber in question, I can see no wins from posting the follow-up in particular. Buddy, that is what my channel is about. I cover the Genshin VA content and I tell the truth whenever I do it about exactly how I feel. Now, you can say that there's no win there for Karina with my follow-up, but she got to win with the interview. I got to win with the interview, and that's where the deal freaking ends. Beyond that, I will get any wins I want. They're lucky that the freaking videos are not harder, because I could absolutely drive this to the ends of the earth to make it insanely good to get a crazy amount of views. I'm actually being nice and nobody knows it. Anyone with a few brain cells and a few minutes looking into their other videos.
Well, guys, moral of the story is Corinna agrees to do an interview. Then she changes her mind when she sees how the backlash happened because, you know, she slipped up multiple times. And now she wants to blame Paper Bag Boy for ruining her fucking life. What a stupid, pathetic woman. Woman? I got no idea. What are they? A zeep zap? Anyways, who cares? Like, comment, subscribe. Hearts in the chat for Paper Bag Boy. He didn't do anything wrong. These people are so fucking stupid. Next.